Hola, welcome to Ida's Kitchen. Bienvenidos. My name is Ida Lugo McAllister, and I am going to demonstrate how to prepare Jibarito, plantain steak sandwich. The term Jibarito in our culture are those individuals that live in the countryside, in el campo, and farm their land with pride. It is also referred to as country music with its own drawn vocal style. Juan Peter Figueroa is believed to have created the Jibarito sandwich in Chicago, Illinois around 1996. The flattened plantain slices are fried and used as the bread portion. Yes, this is our bread for the sandwich. The sandwich is layered with mayonnaise, cheese, beef steaks, tomatoes, and lettuce. With the passing of time, other ingredients have been added or altered to the sandwich. I will be demonstrating how to prepare two types of Jibaritos. Let's start with preparing the marinade for the beef ribeye steaks. In a small bowl, add the following marinating ingredients. 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 1½ teaspoons of red wine vinegar, 1/2 teaspoon of adobo without salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of light salt. This particular brand for adobo has oregano, garlic, onion, turmeric, cumin, and black pepper. Stir all the ingredients until well blended. I purchased thin sliced beef ribeye steak, bistec de ribeye. Most individuals use skirt steaks to prepare the Jibaritos, but I feel ribeye steaks are more tender and juicier. I rinsed 5 ribeye steaks. They are approximately 1/4 inch thick. Pour the marinade over the ribeye steaks and coat them evenly. Cover bowl with lid and refrigerate for 4 hours or overnight. We can now peel and cut the green plantain. With a knife, cut off both ends. And make 3 slits from top to bottom, barely touching the flesh. Peel the plantain. There are 2 methods of cutting the peeled plantain. You can either cut the plantain lengthwise in half, or you can cut the plantain in half crosswise and then cut in half lengthwise. When using this method, the sandwich is cut in half after it is prepared. I prefer to cut the plantain into 4 equal sections. Pour sufficient water into a bowl to cover the plantain slices. Add garlic powder and light salt according to taste. Mix well. We normally fry the plantains after they are cut into slices, but I like to season the plantains prior to frying. Place plantain slices into bowl and soak for 3 to 5 minutes. This step is optional. While the plantains are soaking, let's prepare the garlic oil mixture to later brush on top of the fried plantains. In a mortar, crush 6 garlic cloves using a pestle. Once the garlic cloves are completely crushed, add a pinch of salt, a pinch of black pepper, a pinch of oregano leaves, 1 sprig of finely chopped cilantro, and 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Stir well and set aside. In a skillet, heat oil to 365 degrees Fahrenheit and add the plantain slices. Fry them until they turn a golden color. The first fry is to cook the plantain. Turn them over to the other side. The plantain slices have a golden color on both sides. So let's remove them from the skillet. Place on a plate lined with paper towels to absorb the excess oil. We are ready to flatten the cooked plantain slices. Place the plantain in the center of cutting board and with a heavy glass baking pan, apply enough pressure to flatten the plantain. It is much easier to flatten the plantain when it is still warm. We just finished flattening the slices of plantain into approximately 1/8 inch thick. Later on, we will fry them for a second time to crisp. We can start to cook the beef ribeye steaks. Place the marinated steak slices into skillet and cook over medium-low heat for several minutes. The steaks tend to release its own juice as they cook. After 15 minutes of cooking, turn the steaks to the other side and continue simmering until they are thoroughly cooked. The beef ribeye steaks have been cooking for a total of 35 minutes. They are ready. Reduce heat to keep them warm. Cover saucepan with lid. Before we start frying the plantains again, let's prepare the mayo ketchup sauce. In a bowl, add 1.5 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of ketchup, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic paste. Mix until well blended and set aside. Reheat the oil to 365 degrees Fahrenheit. Add the flattened plantains for the second fry to obtain a crispy texture. Turn them over to the other side to crisp. The plantains have a crispy texture on both sides. Remove them from skillet and repeat this process for the remaining flattened plantains. We are ready to prepare the jibarito. The first jibarito that I am going to make is the authentic version. Remember, your fried plantains will serve as your breading. Place a slice of American cheese on top of the plantain. Then layer with beef steak, tomatoes, lettuce. I prefer romaine lettuce. Spread mayonnaise on the other fried plantain. Brush the garlic oil mixture on top. I am going to assemble another popular version of jibarito. Spread the mayo ketchup mixture on top of plantain and layer with beef steak, onions, tomatoes, and lettuce. Brush top of plantain with garlic oil mixture. Here we have two different types of jibaritos. The authentic version with cheese and mayonnaise and the popular version with mayo ketchup and onions. However, no cheese. They both are super delicious and served with rice. One plantain makes 2 sandwiches if you cut the green plantain in 4 equal sections. Let's taste the authentic jibarito. The steak is tender and juicy. The fried plantain gives it a crunchy texture with a garlicky taste. Since the tomatoes are from my garden, they provide a touch of sweetness to the sandwich. ¡Qué rico! You can also prepare the jibarito with chicken, pork, or shrimp. I hope you have enjoyed watching my YouTube video on how to prepare jibarito, plantain steak sandwich.